What's up guys, the time has come once again. A new CTGP update has just been released. This time around we got 3 brand new tracks and actually we got 6 major updates. Yes, 6 major updates, not a single minor update this time. I think that is pretty interesting. And yeah, so we got 3 new tracks. So 3 tracks are gonna be removed. The removals in this CTGP update are Sahara Hideout, Glimmer Express Trains and New Moon Manor. I think that those are amazing choices for removals. I don't think that any of these tracks were like interesting or even good in any way. And I don't know why they were even added to CTGP in the first place. So yeah, very happy that these tracks are gone. And also for the first time ever, CTGP is adding an official custom character. Now, right now this might just look like a typical Yoshi Wild Wing. However, when we enter the racetrack, you're gonna see what it is. And yeah, we're gonna be starting with the brand new tracks, and the first one's gonna be really exciting because it's a ZPL track. So first off we got Burdos Island. Wow, that's a really cool intro camera. It shows like so much of the track. I think that's amazing. And I mean, look at the visuals. They are, as always with ZPL tracks, they are so beautiful. Wow, I'm impressed already. This track definitely set my hopes very high for this CTGP update. And yeah, you can see the custom character right now, it is Kirby. That's so amazing how they actually added Kirby officially to CTGP. I think it is a little bit weird that you have to play Yoshi Wild Wing just to play Kirby. But I think that it's amazing that it's actually possible to play Kirby in Mario Kart Wii like officially without having to download any custom mod or anything, you know? And yeah, the fall boundaries here are really good. I've just fall down and like it to respawn me immediately. Like it took like no time, you know? So that's also really amazing. Like the turns are also done really well. They provide enough of a challenge, you know? I think that's always good when a track is challenging. So yeah, this track is really amazing so far. Like the visuals are super appealing. I love this mushroom section, it's really interesting. In general, like this entire track is super interesting. There's like so much diversity in the track design. And look at this like giant Burdo picture. It's so good. It looks so freaking good. This entire track looks so freaking good. I'm really excited for the CTGP update if it already starts like this. Like this is definitely one of the best tracks ever, to be honest. I mean, just look at this. There's no denying to that. Like, I mean, just look at how variant the textures are. Every single section just looks so different. It feels like every single meter of the track is completely unique, which is like really amazing. You don't see that on a lot of tracks, you know? Many tracks that have been added recently, you know, for example like Musical Cliff or Dark Matter Fortress, many other tracks are just really boring, you know? They have like nothing to offer, but this track is truly amazing. Love that one. And now let's move on to the next track. Alright, now we got Sherbet Circle. This was created by my man Luigis. And man, this track already looks beautiful visually. Look at these intro cameras, they are so good. And just the textures overall. Okay, I'm really excited for this one as well. And yeah, look at this, look at the minimap. This looks like a track that has like a really interesting track design, you know? Like it just seems so interesting. Look at that, it's so complex. And yeah, like so far, this track's really amazing. There's like so much going on, you know? And it's not like there's a lot of empty space like on a lot of other tracks, you know? And like it's just also sized like really well. It might feel a little bit too small, to be honest, but maybe that's just me. It's probably just me, because you know, I've been playing unfinished Mario circuits. Oh, look at this ramp, it works so well. Oh my god, wow, that's an amazing ramp. Love that. But yeah, I've played unfinished Mario circuit recently, which is a really massive track, so maybe that's why this track feels a little small. But yeah, really amazing track so far. I love how it functions, like just how the track is sized. It works pretty well for this vehicle. How the ramp works, that was really amazing, that ramp. It felt so good. It gave you really, like, I would say it maybe gave you a bit too much air, but maybe that's just me as well, I don't know. I'm probably judging this track way too hard, because like this is just beautiful work. Like it's clear that the creator, that Luigis, has put a lot of time into this track. That's for really dang sure. And yeah, let's take this beautiful ramp again. Look at that ramp texture as well. It's so good. And this water looks really realistic. Water is black, everyone knows that. And yeah, this is just such an amazing track. I'm so happy that this got added. It's so good. And yeah, we are approaching the finish line. This track does seem a little short, so maybe it is actually a bit too small. But yeah, such an amazing track with such an amazing track design. Man, I can't believe that this track, like, that something like this even exists, you know? That someone goes out of their way to create something never seen before. That completely, like, not even rivals Nintendo's quality, but just completely destroys Nintendo's quality. Wow. I am impressed. And now let's move on to the last new track, which is actually a retro track, but not from your typical Mario Kart game, but instead it is good old Desert Bus. So yeah, you have probably already seen this track on YouTube, because a lot of big YouTubers like Troy or Nathaniel Bandy have made videos on this track, which is like really obvious why, you know, since it's just such an amazing track. You know, that Troy even speedrun it, you know, Troy tried to get a world record here successfully. You know, that's like really amazing that Troy actually got the world record on such a beautiful track, since normally it's like very hard to get a world record since it's always very optimized. So it's like really cool seeing that Troy went out of his way to get the world record on this really amazing track. So yeah, so far the track design is really interesting and variant. That's like the first thing here. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit short. Like from what I've seen in videos, this track does seem a bit short. But yeah, I guess we'll see. The textures here are also so beautiful. I mean, just look at it. This road, amazing. The stripes, amazing. The sand, amazing. The sky, amazing. Everything here is just amazing, dude. And I also love the speed mod, by the way. It makes you go really fast. I think that's very exciting. So yeah, that is a really amazing track. I'm very happy that Desert Bus finally got added. Alright, so I've just found out that for Desert Bus it only recorded like the first minute of the track, which is really unfortunate because I've played the entire track. It was such an amazing experience, you know. It does seem a little bit too short though, so I really hope that they make it like 10 laps, I would say, you know. I think that would be really cool if they actually made that. And yeah, that was an absolutely amazing track. Such a great track design, really variant. Looks amazing visually. Just the length, it needs to be longer. But yeah, amazing track. I'm really glad it's in CTGP now. And now let's move on to some major updates. Alright, so here we got SNES Rainbow Road. Yes, this track got a new version. I always thought that ZPL and Burst version was like really just boring. Like especially visually. The visuals on ZPL and Burst version are just incredibly, just like so basic, you know, there's like no detail to that. This track already looks much better visually. I mean, just look at all the detail. Like this looks beautiful. And yeah, look at the minimap as well, it looks so good. And it seems like they've made this track a bit shorter. But I think that's good, since, you know, SNES Rainbow Road used to be an extremely long track. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, look at this, you have to like jump across the road, which I think is a really cool concept. And yeah, good position counter as well. Man, I love this so far. This looks amazing, dude. Wow. I'm really impressed. Oh no, my recording has crashed again. Man, that's really unfortunate. I played the entire SNES Rainbow Road track. It was amazing. I really love the new length for that track. It fits the track really well. The visuals amazing. The track design absolutely amazing and really straightforward. It was very easy to tell where exactly you had to go. So yeah, I'm very sad that the recording crashed again. I really would have loved to show you the entire track. But now it is time to move on to which I think is gonna be the best track of this update, GBA Rainbow Road. So yeah, this is GBA Rainbow Road, and wow, look at this. This track was created by Mario Knows One, which is a creator I've never heard of before, but I think he's done some cool stuff. And I think I think he is a he, totally. I think that he has actually a YouTube channel, right? I think he has a small YouTube channel. So that's pretty neat, I would say. You should subscribe to him, since he does some really cool stuff. And he's only like 4 subscribers away from Troy, you know? So definitely subscribe to Mario Knows One. Actually, I think his channel is named like differently. I think it's like Mario, something like Mario. And I also think he has like a second channel, which is called like, I think like Quagsire bike, I think. So yeah, check these channels out. They are really amazing. And yeah, we're just playing this beautiful track. It works already very well here. Like, that's for really dang sure. This just looks beautiful visually as well. And all these ramps. Dude, look at that. It's just like on Sherbet Circle, where these ramps give you like really good air, you know? Like, it's so easy to make that jump. Wow. This track is really impressive. I think the creator, Mario Knows One, is gonna be really happy to see me playing this track. And yeah, like, this is just a beautiful version of GBA Rainbow Road. Like, this is much better than any other version. Like, just the visuals here. So far, all GBA Rainbow Roads have always looked like really bad visually. Like, especially the version by Squire Turnbolt. I mean, just look at it. It looks horrible. The visuals there are just a piece of garbage, to be honest. But these visuals here are amazing. Look at that. Wow. And like, these turns are just done so well. Like, it's so easy to tell where exactly you need to go. That's like really amazing, you know? You just know that you have to go to the left there. It's just so obvious, which I really love. And like, it's also so cool how like the road exactly matches the collision of the track. Like, that's not really seen on a lot of tracks. Most tracks in CTGP have like really dumb collision problems, you know, where the visuals don't actually resemble what the track actually is like, you know? So I think that's really amazing that this track is actually different in that regard. And yeah, these ramps just work so well, and those fall boundaries are really amazing. They respawn you immediately, and this track has a really good length as well. But for some reason I'm falling behind. The CPUs are doing better than me. I'm guessing it's because this track is so good. You know, on a good track the CPUs are obviously gonna do much better. Because the track is just much easier to drive. Which I think is really cool. So, I might lose the CPUs here, I'm probably gonna lose the CPUs here. But I'm actually kind of happy about it, you know? Because it just shows how good this track actually is. And wow, I'm just impressed. Like, look at that. There's like a cool shortcut. That's like really obvious. You can just drive on some road that you can really, like, that you can see very well. To like do a shortcut there. And this pathway as well. It's so well done. It has like it's like really wide, which I think is good since it makes the track easier. I think we need some easier tracks in CTGP, and this track is like perfect in that regard. Man, I'm just really impressed. I'm surprised that this is the only track that was made by Mario Knows One that actually got into CTGP. I think that, like, in case he does more tracks, I really hope so. Then I hope that more of his tracks will get into CTGP. That would be amazing. Cause like, it's very obvious to see that he's an amazing CT creator, for sure. And yeah, that concludes GBA Rainbow Road. Wow, I am really impressed by this track. This is amazing. Alright, and here we got DS Cheap Cheap Beach, another retro track that has gotten a brand new version. And actually, you might have seen this track get a brand new version last update already. But like, it's obvious that that version was really bad. Like, it was just very poorly done. It looked incredibly bad visually and didn't drive well at all. So I'm very happy that we finally got a new version now. Like, it's been way too long with that old version, you know? It was just so bad. And yeah, this version already looks so much better visually. Look at this. The textures here are so detailed. Oh my god, look at how wide the roads are. Like, this track is scaled very well. Wow, and look at these ramps, they work really well. Dang, I'm already very impressed by this. And this road is like so wide and it's so easy to drive. That's like a common theme with the CTGP update. I think that that's quite amazing. How they make the tracks easier. Which just makes them more functional, you know? Since, you know, Mario Kart Wii is basically known to be a luck-based game. That mostly has new players who don't know how to do stuff. So I think that it's really amazing that more tracks get added that actually resemble like Mario Kart Wii's community, you know? Because, you know, Mario Kart Wii is basically like the hub of the new players, you know? There's like many skill-based Mario Kart games out there, like especially Mario Kart 8 is really skill-based. So I think it's great that a more casual game like Mario Kart Wii is actually getting like easier custom tracks, you know? So yeah, that's great. The creator really put a lot of thought into this. So far, this is the best CTGP update ever. Like, that's not even a question. This CTGP update is absolutely amazing so far. The removals were amazing, the new tracks are amazing, the major updates so far are amazing, the GBA Rainbow Road was just out of this world. Like, it was just something that I've never seen before. Really impressed by that. I'm really impressed by every track here. Look at these fences, they look so good. You can like clearly see how they're connected to each other. Wow. And look at these cataquacks, they're positioned so well. Like, I love how they're in the off-road, so like it's easier to avoid them that way. I just love how easy this track is. Wow, dude, I love that. I mean, just, it's so easy to avoid these cataquacks and not getting comboed by them. And look at this texture as well. Like, this entire track looks so realistic. It's much better than the old version. So yeah, I'm really happy that this track got added. I'm really happy that the old garbage version is finally gone. And yeah, let's move on to some more tracks now. We got 3 tracks remaining. The last 3 major updates will be original design tracks getting major updates, which I think is really cool as well. Okay, so here we got Haunted Woods, and I'm really excited for this one. Because, you know, you have seen it, the crappy version by Holland that got added in the beginning of 2021. I don't know why it got added, it was so bad, both track design wise and visually. So, they have returned to the classic version made by Thondam, which is amazing. I love this track so much. It always used to be one of my absolute favorites in CTGP. Like, I don't get why it got removed for some time, but I'm so happy that it's back. Just look at this. It looks so good visually. And like it just seems so finished, so polished and everything. Wow. Like, look at these textures. It is so good. Why did this track get removed in the first place? I don't get it. I feel like the CTGP track council just got like replaced in this update. Since before that, every update was like really bad, you know, only like bad tracks got added. But this update is amazing. I hope it stays that way. If it stays that way, then CTGP's quality is gonna boost up by like 420%. So yeah, just look at this. It's so visually appealing and it drives so well. And look at the minimap as well. There's a shortcut that is really balanced. And look at these oil spills. They are so easy to see. And I love how the finish line is textured as well. That's really amazing. Makes the track feel even more finished. I mean, you know, it used to be in CTGP for very long, so it's nothing like new. But I think it's amazing that it's back, you know. It just works very well in this game. Like, that's not even a question. I think everyone will agree with me that this is one of the very best CTs ever created. I really don't understand why it got removed. I know I've been asking that for a lot, but man, I'm just really not sure. What was the track council back then smoking? Anyways, I'm happy that it got added back. I'm happy that the track council seems to have been replaced by new people. Like, that's amazing. Finally, those garbage people are gone who have the audacity to add Music Park to CTGP. Such a garbage track. Like, how can you add Music Park? I hope that that track will get removed, because it's just so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the future, you know. This update is amazing and I hope there will be more updates like this. And yeah, I'm just really impressed. Just the visuals, the track design, everything here. The turns are really fair as well. Like, I think even if you play like the jet setter, then these turns would work incredibly well. They are just done very beautifully. They are not tight at all. This is another track that's like really easy to drive, which I think is great. So yeah, very, very impressed by this track. Also, my frame rate right now is being amazing. I've never had that good of a frame rate before. Alright, another track that's gonna get a new version is Luigis Island. You've all seen a new version that got added like in 2020 or something. I'm not actually quite sure. But that version honestly wasn't good. Like, just like Haunted Gardens, it just looked so bad visually. And I don't know, it just negatively impacted the original track so much. So I'm very happy that this track is back now. I'm very happy that they're returning to the better classic remakes, you know, because the classic remakes are always the best. Modern versions of tracks mostly suck. Old tracks are the best tracks. And yeah, I mean, just look at this. This looks so appealing visually. There's so much detail and I love how much elevation this track has. That's amazing. And the track design is very interesting as well. There's lots of different kinds of turns, you know, so that makes the track really interesting. The finish line looks really good as well. Like, this track in general just feels so much more finished than the, you know, the new version that was in CTGP for a couple years that just completely sucked. Especially visually. That new version was just so bad visually. I'm so happy that it's gone. I know it was made by ZPL, but it's probably one of his worst tracks. Like, it can't even compare to ZPL's best tracks like Burdos Island. I couldn't be happier about this CTGP update. This is just the best thing that I've ever seen. Like, this just gives me hope that humanity is not yet lost, you know? It might seem like humanity is lost, you know? That many people are believing that Russia is the bad guy, that COVID is real, that climate change is real, you know? All of this just makes you feel like humanity, it's just hopeless for us, you know? That everyone is just retarded. But like tracks like these just show that there's still some hope. So yeah, really amazing track. And now we'll be moving on to the last track of the day. I'm sad that it's only 9 tracks in this update because like it would have been really amazing if there was more amazing tracks like these in exactly this update. I hope that there will be more tracks like this in future updates. But yeah, I guess we'll be moving on to the last track now. Alright, last you got a new beautiful remake of Underground Sky. This is just like Luigis Island and Haunted Woods, where a new version has been in CTGP for some years. But like, this old version is just so much better. The new version of Underground Sky sucks, to be honest. Like, the visuals are freaking garbage, and it's just not recreated well at all. So I'm very happy that we got this old classic version again. It was actually the first ever track on Raid that custom track. So it's really cool seeing such a classic return, you know? Like, especially if the classic is actually good. You know, if it was garbage, then I wouldn't see any reason for the track actually returning. But this is like amazing. Look at this, the textures look so good. This looks like something straight out of Mario Kart 8, to be honest. And yeah, like, look at these cannons. I just love how creative this is, you know? They've made it like it seems actually natural how the cannon works. It seems like any normal cannon, basically. And like, it's completely normal, which I love. We need some normal tracks, you know? We've had way too many janky tracks. So yeah, this is really amazing. And by the way, the jump out of the cave also worked really well. So yeah, this map is very big. I love that. It makes the track very easy. I mean, just look at this. This is just beautiful work. I'm so happy that this track is back. Especially since it's just such a classic. You know, the first ever track in Raid, that custom track. It's amazing how this track is back now. And yeah, look at this cannon. Like, it's done so well. It feels so natural how you just like stay exactly the same, you know? On most tracks, the cannons tend to turn you around. I don't really know why that is the case. And also, there's a lot of cannons, you know, where they are just lazy and don't even adjust it and just make a second cannon mid-air, where they just randomly adjust you mid-air, which is like very unrealistic. But I'm happy that this track isn't like that. Like, that's really amazing. Wow, man, I'm just so impressed by this CTGP update. This is the best one ever. Like, that's a fact. There is nothing that can beat this CTGP update. Absolutely nothing. The track council, I feel like, went through a revolution, and like, I don't even know how to describe it. This is beautiful. Let's take this amazing ramp again. Boom. Getting blued. That's great. I love blue shells, by the way. They're amazing. I'm happy that Mario Kart Wii has so many of them. Makes the game much more fun and much more fair. So yeah, this is such an amazing track, dude. This CTGP update has been absolutely impressive. And yeah, that is it. We've played through every track. That was just out of this world. This CTGP update impressed me so incredibly much. Wow. I can't even describe it, how amazing this CTGP update is. I think one word to describe it starts with C and it ends with answer. So yeah, really amazing CTGP update. I actually can't believe that this actually happened. Like, wow, that this CTGP update is actually reality. It's just so great. But yeah, that is sadly already it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, because if you do, then you will get 1,000 virtual boys. So definitely be sure to like and subscribe, join that Discord server, and spam shit in the post channel, because that's fun. And yeah, that is basically it for this video. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy April Fools, and enjoy Wario on drugs.